All right. Double check and make sure everything's working correctly here. We have brand new setup. I'm trying to make sure everything's working right first. And by brand new, the big thing I'm sure you can see behind me is my background's different. I moved my desk a little bit and the walls are a different color. That is because I have taken down my entire setup and we are working on basically getting my office back to looking like a bedroom so that we can sell our house. So, as a downside of that, I'm operating off of a single monitor, which is not something I've done in a very, very long time. So you may have to bear with me. I don't fully expect this to be an easy transition. What I'm doing is I've got OBS on my left, I've got the game in the middle, and then I've got chat on the right. So I'm trying to make sure I can actually see everything and everything's working correctly, but it looks like it is. So I should still be able to do that. Yeah, okay. All right, so my face cam might look a little different. We still got lights up and everything. Yo, what's up, Tortson? How's it going? Hopefully it works all right. We'll have to see. You have to tell me if anything looks weird, Tortson. We basically tore down my entire setup and rebuilt a very minimal version of it. With basically a single ultra-wide monitor in the middle that I'm trying to run the game in the center of, and then have chat on one side and OBS on the other. So hopefully it works fine. We'll have to see as time progresses. Yo, what's up, Ollie? How's it going? How's everybody doing this tonight? So at the end of the last episode, we got this. We got our ultimate universal terminal set up. And since then, I have solved our storage problem by adding 2 extra ME drives. And one of those drives I filled up with 256K item storage cells. So we shouldn't have any issues for storage for a very, very long time. I would be shocked if we have issues with storage. The other thing we did, you can tell from this guy right here, we added wireless connectors all the way over here. So now we have a crystal assembler and a circuit slicer, which is incredibly convenient because that means we can make all of our processors fully automated. So we can make all of the patterns using the slicer right here, and use our crystal assembler to actually put together the processors themselves. Tortson, that's a fantastic question. What's up, Wavy? How's it going? How are you doing? I will likely use drawers. However, I'm thinking about making a video about specifically that. Literally, Jordan was about to ask about automating circuit slicer and crystal assembler. Well, this right here is exactly how you do it. You put a pattern provider next to it, put the patterns in there for what it needs, and then you make sure to click this button right here. So after it feeds the items into here, it'll export everything back out to the pattern provider and put it back in your ME system. Okay, just died and lost most of my stuff though. Oh, that's not good. What killed you? I had a rogue Enderman kill me last episode, and I have like all the modium gear with some pretty decent enchants on it. He's compacting ores, glowstone, and clay. Got you. Okay. So how do you combine the drawers with the ME system? That's the only part I don't understand, and I've never done it before. Put 5 slicers on it because it gets slow. It does get slow for what I'm doing right now, though. It's not bad. I'm not crafting the 256 million item cells yet, so I'm not too worried about it. No any bus is necessary at all. Just connect with a smart cable and you're good. Yeah, and you really doesn't even have to be a smart cable. It just has to be a cable directly into the pattern provider, and then provide power to the circuit slicer. And then this thing will automatically push to whatever inventory it's next to. So it'll automatically push if you say, hey, make printed logic circuits, it'll push the gold into here. This will automatically know what to do with the gold. And as long as this is set to auto export, it'll automatically push it back. It'll put it in this return inventory slot and put it back in the ME system. Pretty simple. Storage controller with storage bus. Oh, well, that seems pretty simple. I was looking at unobtainium and Enderman hit me off the edge. Oh no. Get yourself a jetpack or something. You get a controller and use a storage bus on it with high priority. Gotcha. That seems pretty simple. Isaac, thank you. Been overcomplicating it so much for no reason. Yeah, it can get a little complicated. There's some weird ones that you have to that's a little complicated to use, but all right. So with all of that out of the way, the two things I am looking to do in this video specifically are to get Apothic Afixes on all of my armor and tools. In addition, subnets are the most fun thing about AE2. Man, I don't know. I'm scared of them. I just use wireless connectors and that's it. That's all I use. I'm using phantom boots, but don't do anything when there's no solid ground. Forgot about that. Gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense. For compacting metals, make sure to put the nuggets on the drawer. Otherwise, it will do compressed blocks. That makes sense as well. Thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yes, we do already have the Enderman farm. Actually, fantastic point. While we're doing that, let's get the... I think they're from the Waystone mod. With the warp plates. See how hard it is to make some of these. We got some warp dust. And then I need the dormant shards. Because I want to set up a couple more of these. This one goes to other end islands. Just set it down. And then this one is going to go to my farm. So let me give her a sign so I know which one that's going to. Sign. There we go. I'm trying my hardest to keep everything organized here. Subnets are definitely hard to understand, but they're easy to do once you take the time to learn them. That makes sense. Did you change some settings in the mic? It sounds a little different. It might sound a little different. I basically tore down my entire setup and then rebuilt it. Apothic farm. And then other end islands is that one. That's the Apothic farm. That's other end islands. Let's run to the main end island real quick. And we'll set the two other side. Yo, Wavy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Flare, we're looking to sell the house that I'm in right now. Which I'm very excited about because we're moving to potentially a much bigger place where I'll actually have like a dedicated office space, which will be very nice because I work from home as well. However, the current problem is that I had to basically tear down this office so it looks like a bedroom again, which means that I had to basically completely disassemble my entire PC setup. Which means that I spent a very large amount of time. I mean, you can tell the walls behind me are totally different color than they were yesterday. So, all right, throw that one down. Grab the thing from it. This is the one that goes there. And then I come back in here. I'm assuming that the crystal assembler just needs a pattern provider next to it with the patterns for each processor with the actual component. Yes, that is exactly right. Guys, thank you for all the tutorials and help you've shown me. Would not have gotten this far without you. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. How many God Apotheosis things have you? I don't know yet. I'll have to go look in just a second. I'm trying to real quick. Whoa. I think I'm lagging that out a little too much. I may need to have a quicker way to pick everything up. Actually, I think it's the export into the trash can is my issue right now. At pipes. I need one of these. And then I probably have to adjust it a little bit. But we can head back here real quick. Put some void upgrades on the backpack instead of the trash can. All right, we're going to head back and we're going to grab void upgrades. Is that easier? Because that way it just deletes it inside of itself instead of the trash can. Makes sense. But then at a certain point, it won't pick up more stuff, right? So the problem I'm foreseeing is that it won't pick up armor once it fills entirely up of pearls, right? Void upgrade. Or I can just throw all the things I wanted to void in here. Yeah, okay, that actually makes sense. I'm there. I caught up eventually. Took me a little bit, but... Throw some leather. Upgrade base. Void upgrade. Has more filtering options. Can I set this, like, in something? Like, if I throw it in here, can I configure it? Or do I have to do it on the backpack? You set it to void only pearls, okay. I can't tell what's going on. There we go, maybe. Okay. Advanced void upgrade. So it avoids that and this, yes. Match item. Okay, just double checking. Did I do that right? Is there a way to get this stuff back from the void? I hope so. I don't know. I don't think there is. I hope I'm wrong about that. Yes, it voids input. Okay, perfect. I've been trying to use the extended inscribers recently, but I can't get the inscribers to distribute the items for jobs each one can do. Am I missing something? Tombstones do that, but I don't know what happens with tombstones if you fall into the void. The items that are already there don't get voided. Okay, so these are still just going to be pumping out. All right, and then this guy is full. And is not moving fast enough. Perfect. All right. I think we got that all worked out now, right? With the exception that there are going to be armors in here that are not Apothic. I didn't think about that. What do we do to get around that? But I think somebody mentioned the tombstone. A certain man, yeah. You might be able to look for a tombstone there. Certainly above wherever the light beacon is from where you died. But I'm not entirely sure. Oh, avoid those pearls, heart, coarse fruit, and different pearls. You're right. That, this, hearts, and then the other pearls that'll show up. Give me a second. We're going to come up here as well. Let a few more spawn. Jump back down here. Well, that went quick. How do I keep... I want to get rid of these, but I don't know how to filter besides just armor and tools. If not, it's okay. Only lost the aluminium armor and the sword. Okay, gotcha. Trash can did take care of them pretty quickly. The problem I'm gonna run into is all of this. Anything without Afixes void it. Is there a way to add an MBT on here? No, so do this. So add... We're just gonna copy this. Give me a second. Copy. Why is it not letting me paste it? Copy it. Sure. Yes, that one. Okay. Submit. Any item one tag. So, okay, but we want to switch this to whitelist and I want to remove these two, right? And then I want to do the same thing here. I want to remove that and remove this and add that and submit, right? Does everybody agree that's right? I think that's correct. Well, I mean, we'll have to find out here in a second. What I could do is pull that out, and then it won't do it very fast. I think that's correct. Blacklist on the trash can one, I think. Oh, you're so right. Yeah, because we want it to wipe. Yep. Good call. Good call. I did a pipe to go from the backpack, avoid anything that doesn't have an apotheosis. Yeah. No, that's a great way to do it. I didn't even think about that. Nor did I really know that there was an NBT data specifically for if an item has an affix on it. This farm is to get us an absurd amount of these, the Godforged Pearls and the Arcane Sands. And it is currently doing exactly that very well. Although I do think, I want to make sure, okay, I do have Pinnacle activated. Perfect. There's an Enderman on top. Yeah, I didn't think about that when I built the farm. They do spawn on top of the fans. They also spawn on top of here and on top of the platform down there, which is fine, but it is what it is. Do your patterns for the actual processors make a certain amount to make sure there are no leftover ingredients? So when you make a pattern, say for instance, for the processor, say for the logic processor, click on the crystal assembler one. It'll have 4 of each of these in here, and you just encode the pattern. So it'll be 4 of those to make 4 processors. That's how it works. So it doesn't make any extra, it doesn't leave anything in there, and it can autocraft it. There's a lot in this game. Sometimes if you don't know, hurt your head, maybe. Yeah, no, I agree. There is a lot for sure. You know, your farm spawns way more than mine. I made enough pearls. It's not a problem. Yeah, it spawns a ridiculous amount of Enderman. It's really unnecessary, but I think it's kind of cool, and so I like it. I could do a slab platform, but not enough really spawn up here for me to care. Waterlogged leaves work as well. But again, there's like 3 Endermen, and usually they step off and fall in eventually anyways, so I'm not like super worried about it. Okay, so that's packed. That's packed. So it's definitely working correctly. If I throw that in here, it picks everything up, dumps it all in. Oh, they grabbed it. Perfect. Now we can void those ender pearls. Okay. So that works perfectly. No. This is fast enough. This is way more fast enough. It was just because I took the upgrade out of here. Because I wanted to make sure that affix NBT data item actually was working correctly, and it definitely is. So that was on me. The farm looks insane. I made one for buff indicator spawners. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty wild. Really dumb question because I'm new to AA2. How do you make the terminal craft a pattern if you already have some of that item in the terminal? Middle mouse click. So if you go into your terminal and you want to make some diamonds, you've got that plus button next to it. You hit the middle mouse button. Make 20, click next, it'll make you the 20 diamonds. Are the ender chests new in a recent pack update? I don't seem to have them. They came out probably middle of the development of the pack, but they're definitely in there now. I'm not sure what version you're on, but they weren't in the first couple versions. All right, /home. So we definitely have enough Apothic stuff real quick. How many mob killers you placed in this farm? I think I did 4. I think I just did 4 for that farm. I need to do the other side of this one real quick. So let's fly to the main end island. And then we're just going to fly off in this direction because I really just want to go somewhere where there's a different end island other than the main one. Yes, it was 4 mob masters with max looting and sharpness. There is actually already a YouTube tutorial out for that farm. The one I built in the tutorial was a little bit different, but it's the same concept. I just used a whole bunch more entity conveyors instead of using the mob fans for the outside. But that is in the Apotheosis video if you're interested. Cool. We head back. Maybe? Oh, it did eventually. It just was really slow about it. Waste stone. So I'm going to grab this one and it's going to go in right there. All right. Those are all set up now. What I think is next. Did I build? I think the only thing I built was the deconstructor, whatever thing, salvager at Apotheosis. Because what I need are these things. I think I can do better than that. Where'd they go? Salvaging table. I need to make one for here. Which needs an axe. I may have to get some more gem dust as well. Luckily, I've got plenty of gems that I don't need or use. All right, gem cutting table I can go ahead and make. Simple reforging table I do need more gem dust for. Okay, let's grab that real quick. Anvil. And then we'll drop an anvil on some gems. I will need to turn... Oh, it's already off. Perfect. So throw all those out there. Drop that on it. And then pick it up again. So now... is this server or not? This is not a server. No, this is a single player world. I do have a server, but this one's single player. I did your mob farm, got hundreds of the levels in a few minutes, got scared. I like that there's still some broken things in all the mods. They nerf a lot of stuff, but I like that there are still some broken methods to do fun things. All right, Apotheosis. We are looking for... I don't know. I will grab a salvaging table just for the sake of doing it. I need to get a way to get... Oh, I do have lava. Fortson made fun of me for this last time. Because I went and found a pool of lava. When I, in fact, have a lava generator right here. Oh, but it's empty. Well, here's what we're going to do. Because I don't really need this producing power anymore. Break it all. I'm going to wait for that to get all nice and charged up. And in the meantime, we're going to get a flux plug. Flux cool. Flux plug point. Obsidian. I'm short obsidian? Obsidian, any way I can make it. I'm thinking probably not, but I figured it was worth looking just in case, and then I may have some in here. I don't, so I'm gonna have to actually go find a way to get some obsidian. Anybody know any quick, easy ways to get obsidian? I just want a bucket. Oh, I have to left click, right? Yeah. Okay. We've got that. I do need a flux point for it. Isn't there infinite lava in AE2? There is. 100% there is. End towers. How crazy in your day 9 with all that progress? I'm struggling to find all the modium. Oof. Oh, yeah, we'll go find some end towers. That's a good call. Is that like a biome or a structure? Explorer's compass. Other end islands. Let's see. Oh, you were talking about on the main island, aren't we? I just realized that. As I was saying it, I realized what we were talking about. Main end island. Yeah, we'll just steal it from one of these guys. Don't mind me. Grab a couple stacks real quick. Slash home. And now I should be able to do flux plug, one of those. And then I think I can throw it on here. Bingo. Select the network. Good to go there. All right. Where are we putting this? Apotheosis is going right here. All right, back to here. We need to find the other tables. So augmenting table is going to be important. I think I can actually make that too. I need to go into here for that. Missing a couple polished blackstone. All right, got the augmenting table. We've got the gem cutting. We'll grab a salvaging. And then a reforging maybe? Grab a simple okay. So I need to grab this one. Which makes this one. Which makes this one. Perfect. All right, I think that's all the items we actually need for this. Salvaging that. I'll put that one right there. All right. Make an upgrade to the normal item drawer that generates obsidian passively for you. That's kind of cool. But it's slow if I remember correctly. Try to find vibranium. I have a bunch of vibranium. I just haven't used it yet because I haven't cared enough. Crystal Peaks biome in the end has tons of obsidian. That's a good point. Paxel from Just the Dire Things is an insta break. Very good point. Good afternoon, John. Like things are going well so far. Hey, Alex, how's it going? Things are going very well so far. We are currently trying to become invincible. That's kind of what we're working towards here. I think the plan is to... So this, does it re-roll? I think this is what we do the first set on, right? And I have to get some of those reforge the tablets. These guys, Sigil of Rebirth. Let me see how many of those we can get real quick. Oh, I'm going to need a whole bunch of gem dust. Gems. So we will dump all of these gems in here because I don't need them and they're not very good anyways. And then I should be able to make a whole bunch of these. Yo, Master Slime, what the heck? Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Why not upgrade to unobtainium? Because to be completely honest with you, it's cool, but it doesn't matter. Like, vibranium is it in the nether? Yes, 100% it's in the nether. It's everywhere in the nether. I have vibranium. I just haven't upgraded to it because it doesn't matter because of the affixes. The affixes are the only thing that can really make you invincible and not take damage. Thank you for all the videos, ATM10. My first pack and your videos really helped me. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. It does also spawn in the other, but it's just easier to find in the nether because it's all over the wall. Man, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, so the reason I haven't upgraded to any of the other tiers is because the affixes are really the only thing that's going to keep me alive indefinitely. And so I'd rather just affix my armor. And at a certain point, we definitely will upgrade to higher tiers. I just, at the moment, don't see a point in it. So we're going to do that, and then this. Level requirement 150. Correct me if I'm wrong. This doesn't really matter because I can just re-roll everything, right? Yeah, it's air exposed, 100%. Where do you get some of your information on these mods? Are crazy complicated. That's a lot of Google, man. A lot of trial and error and a lot of Google. Lucky, I'm not opposed to that. I didn't even mean to do that one. That's fine, whatever. Let's go grab some levels real quick because I'd like to do some of the higher tier ones. I don't have the ability to do that yet. So, what I want to do... Turn that off real quick. Break it, thank you. Then let all these guys spawn in here real quick. My sword has knowledge of the ages on it, so I should get levels fairly quickly. Although there isn't a fix that dramatically increases that. That might actually be worth specifically targeting, if at all possible. Let's get up to level 100 really quick. Might just fly in because that's going to take too long. Oh, I used to have a block up here that I could stand on. I don't have that anymore. Never mind. We'll do it out here. There used to be an easier way for me to do this. Yeah, explodes ceiling. It is usually on the ceiling. It can be on the walls, but it is usually high up. And it's usually easiest if you can fly to get to it. We are working on getting affixes on all of our armor. And all of our tools and weapons and all of that. And then from there, we're going to look at getting some of the... what's it called? Time Wand. That's what we're looking at. Time Wand is next up on the list. Scared to look for unobtainium now? It's not, again, I would highly recommend getting some way to fly. You can fly, it makes all of that so much easier. Howdy, what's up, Victor? How are you? The gem you can socket to increase all enchants by 2. Yes, I believe it's the Ender Surge gem. And that one's pretty cool. It's just dire things. It basically allows you to tick accelerate anything you want to. I use YouTube. Watch people build what you want to build, like John or others, like Chosen Architect. You learn on your own by following somebody else's build. Yes, 100%. I kind of hasn't posted a lot since like All the Mods 8, All the Mods 9. One of my favorite guys to watch was Alfred GG because he just could take some really complicated things and make them seem incredibly simple. I learned how to make mob farms literally from watching his videos. So yeah, watching people is a fantastic way to do it. I think this guy's still picking up all of my XP. I'm gonna take that out real quick. Yeah, it is. For sure it is. I'm getting XP so much quicker now. By the way, you can automate filling using a time wand on machines. Ooh! That's cool. Making a diamond jetpack, would you say go further, or is diamond enough? I think diamond's still what I have. Yeah, diamond is plenty. Make sure to have, like, player charging set up as well. So that way it'll automatically charge your jetpack for you. You don't have to ever worry about it running out. Those are very nice. What does alignment do? I really don't know. I know it's something to do with the Corral Tombstone mod, but I've never actually messed with it before enough to figure out what it does. Alright, give me a redstone torch, and we're going to set it down right there. Flash home. Nice, I've been busy with crazy project. Drops in your chat. Nice! I'm excited to go see it, unless you've sent it already, and I have already seen it. I think it's probably the one I've already seen. You could make a Knowledge of the Ages potion amulet. Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cool to know. Where all XP you sent? I have been sending it all to my ME system. It's stored on this guy right here. I actually have two different forms of it. We've got this one here, experience from Sophisticated Core, and then this experience from Just Dire Things. Trail is one of those mods that is everywhere, but I've never used it. Yeah, I agree. The only thing I use it for is there's this really cool feature that allows it to like extend the time of your potions you drink by a certain amount, and that's pretty sick. All right, so I think what we were saying is I want to do my sword and try to get a higher knowledge of the ages on it if I get that affix. Weakness, sundering, no, none of those. 33.5 attack damage. Ooh, forceful. I think... I'm trying to figure out if I want... to go the crit route where it basically one-shots anything, or if I want to go the knowledge of the ages route, and or both. Looting and scavenger? Yeah, you're right. All right. We will go with something. What do we get on a pickaxe? Breaking converts into sand. Shift right click to collect a target. Break into 5x5. I don't really like that. I kind of hate it breaking in larger areas, so we're not doing that one. I'm being picky, I know, but I would much rather get good affixes the first time than get ones that I'm never going to use. I'm almost inclined to go that route. I don't know. Let's look at the others real quick. What should I be looking for on these? What do you guys think I should be looking for? I kind of like that one. The only thing I don't like is that it's only got one empty socket on it. But we'll go for it anyways. Now let's go back and look at the sword again. Below 22% will be executed, so I want that one for sure. 50% knowledge of the ages. Nope, those are Garbo. One more. You can always re-roll it in the augmentation table for somewhat cheap. Yeah, you can. You're right. You are right. I don't care about it ignoring durability at all because they're unbreakable. Nimble. Could do speed. Or I could heal more. That's fine. That one's good. That one's good. Take one more look at this. These are all the same. Sword, one more time. Graceful. Ancient. Yeah, sure. Why not? Tool has netherite effectiveness against all blocks. This blocks will teleport to you. The tool can place a torch. I don't care about any of those. Even a little bit. Yeah, sure. What the heck? We're just gonna do it. Oh, I should have actually. Oh, I got creative flight. Sweet. So now we'll keep the jetpack. We'll just keep it turned off. That was one of the big reasons why I wanted to do this, is I really wanted to get creative flight set up as quickly as possible. Where did I use all of them? I probably used all of them. Fine. All right. We've got some first level affixes set up. Let me... usually one of the affixes you get on chest plates enables creative flight. You'll see it right there. It's incredibly handy. Because now, I don't have to use my jetpack anymore. I can only use it, like, I can choose to use it when I want to, like, go fast, because creative flight is fine for everything, but the hover on the jetpack is a lot faster than any of this stuff, so. All right, well, we got some of that done. I'm going to probably need to filter some gems out of my mob farm, because I guarantee I'm getting some. I'm just not keeping them. Is there an NBT data I could throw in here to say don't filter out gems? I'm sure there is. Would somebody mind finding that for me? That would be incredible. Could probably keep it from filtering out anything from Apotheosis, I'm sure. Is it that simple? Purity. Oh my goodness. You are just a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much. So we're going to add... Not that you're here yet, but the creative flight with advanced AE armor is really fast too. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't know that. So if I do this... Why wouldn't it let me copy paste? Copy. Paste. Control V. Whatever. Path. This. Gem. All right. And so that should do any Apotheosis gem. Should stay in here, right? Good. So we're going to actually start getting some of these now. So the only thing I need to worry about from here is two things. Number one, I need an ender chest so this stuff actually starts going back to my ME system. Now that I've got the space for it. Bro downloaded his mind off of Google for real. For real. The gym tag and the purity type for the NBT. I'm okay without the NBT stuff. I think I can just use the gems. Got off one of his videos and saved it for later use. I see these are the problems. Like at some point in time, I knew most of this stuff, but I just don't know it offhand like that. What I really want to do is grab an ender chest, but not that one because it's the wrong color. Ender chest. That one right here. Make sure it's white. That's what all my other ones are. And then I'm looking for pipes, item pipe, and then at least this tier upgrade. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up the exact same filters that we have on this one. But going in a different direction. So we're going to set this right here. Put the pipe right there. I didn't grab a pipe wrench. Oh, I have it on me. Undo that one. Pulling from there. It gets this, and we're going to add whitelisting for Apotheosis. Gem. Submit. Hey. What on earth is going on? What? Dude. Why is my sword not letting me swing anymore? That's so weird. What's it got? Weird. It's like instantaneous swinging so fast that it's not. Which is odd. But it looks like all of the gems are going in there now. We're gonna probably, I don't need... Hey, do we keep blaze rods or no? I think we're just gonna get rid of blaze rods. We're just gonna keep gems. That's gonna be a gem farm. From there, it probably was a spirit. Yeah, you're right. 50 copy paste in NBT section. I do. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it though. I don't mind enough. How did it survive a crit from a mythic all the modems? I have no clue. That's a great question. Okay. So what we want to do next is I need to go to... I go look at the spawners because I needed to ignore players. That would be nether stars. So for that, hostile, we need to grab that and these, and I need to make a lot more of those. And we got to throw it back in up here. So put that one in there, put a whole bunch more of these, and then how many nether stars do I currently have? Nether. Enough. That's what matters. We're going to use another star in each one of these guys so that they don't have to have me here to spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. There's at least one more there, 10. I think I got it all. If not, it's close enough. So, I shouldn't have to worry about gems anymore. That should just make me a whole bunch of gems. What is the best way? You have to set it yourself. I set mine to C. So that way whenever I hit C, it opens it right up. What is the best way to automate time crystals? That would be the B. The time B is definitely the easiest. It gets you the time fluid and the time crystals ridiculously easy. What blocks did you use for factory walls and floor? These are just painted light gray, painted black, and then factory blocks, and then the Luminax blocks. These are technically framed fences, but I used the Luminax blocks on them, and then you got those there. So we got here, we're working on making it a skyscraper. I need to make it taller. It's a work in progress. Yes, bees are essential for that. Yeah, we're working on the base a little bit. It's getting there. The plan is to do a couple more levels. We're probably going to have an entire level dedicated just to modern industrialization. But we're going to cross that bridge when we get there and not think about it beforehand because it will be depressing. So for now, we need to look at this stuff. You can ask about MI. Yeah, it's on the radar, but I don't want to think about it too much yet. Yeah. Okay. For bees, you should start with draconic bees to get the material for the bee upgrades. Yes, you should. 100%. Those are the best place to start. Give me tips on getting a lot of redstone. You made me come back to modded Minecraft after 8 years, but in all the mods on my server, my friend literally do not have any redstone. There's 2 ways. All right. Easiest ways to find a redstone biome. They're not hard to find. Trying to figure out what compass that is. Nature's compass, that's the one. Redstone abyss, redstone caves. Those are the 2 you're looking for. Get a ridiculous amount of redstone from there. Give me a second. I'm gonna go make sure my child didn't just die. Oh. My child is currently throwing a tantrum over having to eat dinner. Okay, so anyways, that's how you find redstone. The other thing you can do is either bees, or what I did was get some redstone seeds set up to get automatic redstone built up. That way I always have redstone. And then you can set up some auto crafting for it where it'll turn all of the essence into the redstone itself. It makes it pretty easy. Okay, from there, we wanted to start doing the time crystal. Regrettably, we need to... And I say regrettably just because sometimes it's a little hard. What's the tool that we were using last time to... Is it the cut paste? To move it back and forth between all the biomes? Shadow pulse goo on budding amethyst. All right, we're going to get some budding amethyst real quick. I already have 1. And should I get more than 1 or should I just use 1? Yeah, but the cardboard box doesn't bring the crystals with it if they're like halfway grown. And that's what I really liked about the cut paste gadget. Okay. Yeah, we're going for bees for sure. All right. And then are we going to use some, I'm assuming we're going to use some crystal growth accelerators. Crystal. Oh, those are the ME2 growth. Crystal resonance generators. I'll grab 2. Do we think 2 growth accelerators is enough for 1 of these? Growth accelerators. Like that? Couldn't you make the budding amethyst? I did make the budding amethyst, yes. 1 is enough, TBH? Okay. Is 2 too much? Should I worry about 2? Okay. From what I remember, I kind of want this at least 1 block up. We set a block there. 1 corner. 1 corner. Like so. Then I'm going to put the budding amethyst on top of that. And then we're going to break that, and this. Put that there. Actually, I don't think I can put that there. I think I actually have to put it down onto something. Like that, and that. That there, and then I need some shadow pulse goo. Does it have to be this one? Or could it be any of the goos? I like the time fluid automation outside of bees. I do too. It's cool, right? It's really cool. But it's just not, I don't know. I feel like it's so much quicker that it's worth it, you know, to use bees. Sensors and advanced block swappers to automate time crystal before bees. Budding amethyst can be amethyst block infused in enchanting table. Yes, 100%. What do you recommend for auto crafting setups mid-game, end-game for AE2? I actually built, I made a video on how I built this setup right here with those pylons and these pylons, and that's definitely the best like first setup to use. Shadow Pulse only, yes, but the child is still alive. They are just throwing an absolute tantrum because they are being forced to eat dinner. And apparently they did not want to leave whatever show they were watching. It's fun being a parent. All right, so we need the... Jeez. All right, one of those. Make one of these. To make one of those. Need shriekers? All right, we gotta go get some shriekers. I think that's the only thing we need though. I've got a path to the deep dark. That should be pretty easy. Assuming I don't get smacked down too quickly in here. Forgot about that guy. There's one. Do I have to do it with a hoe? I probably have to do it with a hoe, right? Yeah, I didn't think that would work. Oh. Fine. Just let me make one then. Thank you. Oh, it has to be Silk Touch. Well, never mind then. It's either in here or it's in here. There it is. All right, we can do Silk Touch. That's fine. I just have to find more of them now. Ooh, where'd they all go? There's one. Hey, John, first time joining the stream. Well, welcome in. Happy to have you. Glad you're here. We are currently trying to get our way through to the time wand as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate it. All right, so we got those two. So now, geez, okay. Shadow Pulse Goo. Be able to make one of those. So I'm gonna have to set it next to this. Do I have to activate it? Yes, no, maybe, kinda. And then it does its thing. What if these things just turned into time crystals? How sick would that be? I'm assuming I have to break them before it'll fully turn. Stop it. How do I force bees out of the hive? I need to move one. If you've got the simulator upgrade, where are they at? There they are. Really all you're looking at doing is throwing a beehive or a bee cage in here, and it'll randomly grab one of them out. You can throw 5 in to grab all 5 out and then put the 4 in you don't want. All right. Break that, break that, break this. All right, so from here, I don't need this anymore, right? There's no need for the Shadow Pulse Goo. Just making sure. And then I right click, and then I shift right click. Right click, shift right click, yeah? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and break that. Pick it back up. Okay, so then from there, I hit cut. And it takes all of that and we gotta take it to the nether, right? And then we gotta take it to the end. Playing ATM10 with my friends on the server recently, and your tutorials have been a huge help. Thank you from all of us. I'm so glad. Right click on the bottom one to make it easier. Did I do it backwards again? Y'all remember the struggle I had last time with this? Okay. So how does one how do I paste it in? D paste? And then what? It's in cut mode, so then I paste? Is it paste post now? It's not pasting. Right click, anchor is on. Oh. There we go. Is it not? It's in paste mode though. Current mode is surveying? What on earth is this thing? Why are there so many options that I don't know what are? How many centrifuges are you running for your beads, John? Use mechanism, have around 10 just to keep up. Yeah, I'm running I think 8. Did I paste it somewhere? Where? Because of the anchor? Oh no. Yo, what's up, Red Fox? How's it going? Where would it have been? I can't think of where I would have anything anchored. Jeez. Well, that's rather inconvenient. So the last time I used this, I thought I used it to clear out the like base layout for this thing. That is suboptimal, to say the least. I guess we're doing it again. At least I only used one of my growth accelerators. Because to be honest, I have no idea where that is. I don't even have the slightest inclination of where it would have pasted it at. I have like zero idea. Generator. Grab that guy. And then we will need the budding amethyst, which is going to mean a block of amethyst. Okay, I can do that easily. Amethyst. Throw one there. There's an undo button. Is there? Yeah, I don't think it has an undo. It doesn't look like it has an undo. Throw that guy in there. All right, budding amethyst again. All right. Well, you learn, you live. That's always fun. There's that. There's that. There's that. Then this guy. And we'll just throw that on top, because whatever. Break that one. Break that one. Put this one right here. And then... how do I tell when that's done? That's how I tell. Got it. All right. Yeah, me too. I'm very glad I grabbed the goo, because that was kind of a pain to make. Okay, so... normal right-click this one. Shift right-click this one. But I kind of want it one further, so that way it grabs all the crystals. That one. Why don't I see it? So I did that, right? We right-click, shift right-click. It's still in that. Okay, hold up. Right-click, shift right-click. It should show me the outline of it, right? What? How is this tool? So shift that one, right click. Shift right click this one. Right click. Shift right click. What on earth about this tool is so complicated? Was it not? Okay. Right click. I don't understand. I absolutely, I have zero idea how this simple tool could be so complicated. Right click. Shift right click. Okay. Was it just shaders the whole time? Okay, so then I actually click cut, right? Now we head back to the nether. Hello. How many FPS you have on Advanced Survival ATM10? Some performance issues since 3 days. It depends. I forgot I made a hole there. It depends on what I'm doing, but usually, I mean, about 100 to 200, somewhere in that range. Okay. Right click. Shift right click. E. Cut. Okay. How do you have a 5K stack? Okay, so the wireless universal terminal has a setting where you can enable restock. You see, I actually only have 31, but if I turn on restock, it shows what I have in my ME system, not what I have on me. I'll just go to main end island. All right, slab it down. Okay, so then this should actually start growing, right? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. I've gotten a lot of questions about why I have large stacks in my inventory, and the truth is I don't. There's just a cool mod that makes it look like that. From Aluminium, you can go to Vibranium, then Unobtainium. Correct. But the best armor in the game is I can make the Aluminium. Well, that didn't go very far. Give me that. Did we get it picked up? We have one time crystal. Woohoo. Okay. Those are some of them. I personally prefer the MI armor is really cool, but the Just Dire Things armor I've heard incredible things about. How many do you need for the bee? I think total we need 18 for the bee because we have to feed a block to transform it. And then we also have to have a flowering block for it. So 18 for that, and then 1 for a time wand, which is not as important. But 18, I think, is the number we're looking for. Heather. Yes, I think it is the Eclipse armor. It's 19 because of the bucket. 1 bucket of liquid 1. What's the bucket for? Dumb question. Is there a secret in ATM10? Finding the end portal. I've searched for the temple for like 20 minutes and can't seem to find one. Find the room with the portal. On the map, it shows a gigantic room with lava. And that is the way I have always found it. Where's my little flat area that I used? Here we go. After this one, we'll G cut. We're gonna take this to the end / home. Can you make a 3x3? The traveling pro? Yeah, you could. You could go as big as you wanted with this, really. Dark, other, and stronghold. Give it a second to let the map load, close. This is what you're looking for. So the map will look something like this in the center, and this is the room that'll show up on there when you're on the correct level of it. Usually it's on the second level. That's what you're really looking for. Hopefully that helps. Make automation to move it on its own, budding time crystal. Because I'm not going to need it long term. If it was something that I was going to use long term, then I 100% would. But I'm literally doing this just to get, I think, 18 or 19 crystals. And then I'm done with it. And I will never use it again. Does that make sense? Hey, how are you? I have a question. I'm in the process of upgrading my AME pattern to the extended version. Any tips? Not really. I just got a whole cluster on accident. I didn't mean to do that. Can I get more from that? Time crystal cluster? Do I have to place it down and break it? I do. Okay. Well, that was kind of pointless to do. It is what it is, I guess. Perfect. Does fortune apply to this? Because I have fortune on this pick, but I'm not seeing a lot of extra drops from it. I don't think it does. That's kind of what I was thinking. Nope, not what I wanted to break. All right. That one grow at all? They're close. All right. Right click. Shift right click. Nope. Okay, we're just gonna do this real quick. Right click. Shift right click. E. Cut. Flash home. Place them down. Yeah, because we're up to 5 already. And like I said, this is going to be incredibly easy as soon as I get the crystals. I think I just have to take a diamond bee and feed it the time block. And that's it. No fortune? Okay. You could make a wand and a bucket of fluid to take accelerating the button. That's true. But I don't know if I'd actually... I mean, this process here is incredibly quick. Right click, shift right click. Nope. There you go. And then I should be able to go this. Back home, go back to the end. And then hope I get more than 5 this time. I will say, I feel like I'm doing better this time than I did last time. Last time I struggled a lot with that cut paste tool. And I feel like I'm struggling less this time. Should be 7. You make the paradox machine? Maybe. If I find a good reason to make it or a good use for it, then I will. That was so unlucky. I feel like usually you get a lot more out of that. E, cut, flash home. You can also make a few portal guns, move between. That's true. That would probably accelerate this quite a bit. Right click, shift right click. Honestly, I think the only time I'd really save is the time it takes for me to go through this portal right here. What all do people really use the paradox machine for? That was quick. E cut. Slash home. Killing withers. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Mainland Island, that's where we're headed. Builds are complicated but very powerful. I've saved like 6 hours of building time with them. Yes, for sure. Absolutely. I definitely did as well. So I cleared out the entire ground for my base, as well as built most of my base with the builder's tool. Withers and ores, mostly paradox machine for mob and ore duplication. That makes sense. That checks out. Just use advanced portal gun. They can save the location, be able to shift right click, go back and forth to the previous spot. Yes, but like how many times after this am I going to need that? That's the problem I have. Like there are a lot of really cool items with exceptionally neat functionality that I just don't think I'm going to use. We're up to 10. Right click, cut. Slash home. Place them down. Right click, shift right click. Cut. Like I said, I think the only one it would really help with is this nether one right here. What are you doing? I'm new, but I'm a fan. We are making the time wand, which is probably the coolest item in all of Mods 10. It allows you to tick accelerate stuff, and we are basically going to fully automate it, which is why I'm not automating this process. I'm doing this manually. Main end island. Right there. Oops. Oh well. Alright. I'm crystal. If I get dragon's breath, I need it for the draconic bee. Easiest way to do it is to use Zycraft, which I've just recently learned about, and I will show you that setup as soon as I get back to the home base. You've been my go-to for tutorials for all of Mods 10 playthrough, but I'm so glad. That's good to hear. Happy to help. 13. I need 5 more. We're getting very close. We'll cut that. We'll slash home. I'll throw it down here. This is the easiest way to get Dragon's Breath. Dragon Head, an Extractor, and a chest. And it literally gets you, like, infinite Dragon's Breath. By far the easiest way to do it. Yeah, cut. That's ready to go, right? It looks ready to go. You need all the modium first. Yes, you do. You need all the modium first, and then... Actually, if you have vibranium, you have to have all the modium, I'm pretty sure. But you need the smithing template for it. So that you can turn it into, like, you can upgrade your armor, similar to how, like, the netherite smithing template works. How do I get a dragon head? They are on the end of end chips. They're just sitting there. Main end island. Alternatively, there are some ways to make them, which can be pretty easy as well. No way! That thing died instantly. It didn't even grow once. Well, that's a little annoying. Cut. Back to the nether. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that was incredibly unlucky. I will say we're schmoving now. Absolutely schmoving. To make the time wand, that growth accelerator, doing the decay time too. Yeah, you're right. Main end island. So if I use the time wand on the time crystal, does it make it not decay as quickly? Okay, what on earth? What? Did I just get that lucky twice in a row? It decays the same way? Okay. That's what I assumed it would do. It is wild. Streamer karma paying back at you today. Yeah, for real. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen 2 like finish that quickly. That was insane. Like usually they grow at least a little bit, but not that time. Yeah, I know it's random. It's just the unluckiness of it caught me off guard a little bit. Go to a bastion with an explorer's compass and look for any soul sand. Use a brush. Yes, that's where the template is. Yeah. If you want, there's a video I made for all the Mods 10 specifically that shows where it's at. It can be a little tricky to find, but it's basically any soul sand in a specific type of bastion. That's really easy to tell if you're looking at the map and kind of hard to tell otherwise. Okay, this one's helping out a lot. Just grow one of these, grow. Maybe both of them. Yeah, one more. Do it. Do it. Do it. Please? I beg of you. I don't want to drag these all around. No! That was unfortunate. That was incredibly unfortunate. Cut. I got to take it back and forth one more time. Hopefully just one more time. Mine usually lasts way longer with a wand. Interesting. I mean, I'm not opposed to testing it, but I literally need one more at this point. G, cut. The one with the lava in the center with the gold blocks. Yes, exactly. Thank you, man. Every time I watch your videos, you always helping one another. This is the first time I watch you live and I enjoy it. Awesome. I'm so glad. Yeah, I make the videos because I enjoy being helpful. And there's a lot of complicated stuff in all the mods 10 that it's worth helping people figure out. So I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. One more. You can do it, man. I believe in you. Just grow this time. Or this one. I don't really care which one. Thank you. Now I can just kind of ignore the rest. We're going to grab whatever's left here, but I think we're going to leave this whole entire setup here. Maybe. 19's all I need, right? What is the time? How hard is it to make the time be? Time be... Oh, you got to make the egg. Time be spawn egg. What on earth? They made it a lot harder. They made it a lot harder. I do not remember there being 2 time crystal blocks in there. Unless there was already. I could be wrong about that. So I need 2 time crystal blocks just to make it. Alright, so I need another 6 plus 1. So 7. Alright, we can do it. Won't be the end of the world. Cut that. Head back home real quick. Throw it down. That one. This one. Cut it again. Yeah, I thought it just took 1 block and it was like a transformation thing. I don't seem to remember actually making all of those bees, but I might have last time. Cut. Although the flower is another time crystal block. Yes, I believe so. I'll look here in 2 seconds once I throw this down. But I am pretty sure. Well, yeah, it's another time crystal block. Come on, any of them. I hate how they get to the large clusters and they just sit there. And they don't do anything. So we've got 5. 6. Yeah, it looks that way. Close to... I mean, 3 blocks would be 27 plus the 1 bucket you need would be 28. Yeah. But we're getting close. Like, I mean, we have most of those already. Okay, both top and bottom are large clusters now. Two more. One more. All right, so that's a flowering one. That's the one we need. Okay. We should be good to go now, right? I usually more block faces the growth takes accelerates 1 cluster. I think it makes the budding block last longer than decaying. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, more accelerators is the way to go. Gotcha. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry I'm making your brain hurt. But the important part is we got everything we needed from there. And I think there's at least 1 more we can grab to have an extra just in case I mess something up. Slash home real quick. Then in order to make this one, I need a bunch of really weird bee eggs, but I think we can do it. Time fluid bucket. How do we get time fluid in polymorphic fluid, polymorphic catalyst? I have to do some just dire things for sure. Polymorphic fluid is the catalyst thrown into water. The catalyst is blaze gold, which I need to make. Gold. I'm not in my... There we go. So that's just dire things. We're going to grab this guy real quick and then grab a block of gold. I don't know why that went there. Grab a couple of them. We're going to go one up, slap that down, feed it to it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. The spawn eggs are painful to make. Hopefully this is relatively quick. Hey man, been following for a while. Sounds weird, but can you explain AE channels, please? They're confusing to me. If you got the time. Yeah. So basically there are certain... Who's got fortune? That one. There are certain blocks that require channels. Just... dire things. We're going to take the blaze gold over here real quick. And each side of an ME controller can send out 32 channels total per side. So this one right here is sending out 32 channels and it's running straight up here. Out of the 64 blocks up here, only the pattern providers actually need channels. So this whole 16 block thing is only actually going to use 8 channels because there's 8 pattern providers. So you have to make sure that you have enough cables. So the dense cables can run 32, normal cables can run 8 to be able to have enough channels for all of your things that you're trying to run. Hopefully that makes sense. They do. That's because I got a whole bunch of 1K drives in there from when I first started. There's a full drive bay of 256K ME drives that are not even touched. So I'm not worried about it. How does the P2P? I don't know how P2P works. I don't use that. I make a big controller and then I use wireless connectors for everything. If anybody else wants to figure that out or explain that, feel free. But I don't use it enough to know it. The Phantoms did want to say hi, and I was not super interested in saying hi to them, which is probably why they were offended and ran away. Okay, so I need a polymorphic catalyst. I can probably get away with just one of these, and then... I have a bucket on me? Bucket. What I want to do is just make a single block where I can take this, throw it in a hole, water bucket in there, toss one of these in it, and then grab a time crystal. And toss that in there and pick it up with a bucket. All right, we got our bucket of time fluid now, which is awesome. I didn't know AE2 had wireless besides crafting wireless terminal. Yes, it does. And it basically just transfers, like, this guy right here is acting as if I ran a full dense cable, which can handle 32 channels all the way to here. And then I just run a dense cable off of that and plug it into whatever I want to. So they're incredibly useful and handy. Okay, so we've got our time fluid now, which is cool. But in order to make that time bee, I'm going to need a lot of other spawn eggs, it looked like. So I got the 3 things. It's just the spawn egg. So skulk bee spawn egg. How do I make a skulk bee? Skulk bee, where's that at? It's impossible to see. Skulk bee. Oh, it just doesn't look like it should. Bee conversion. The digger bee was skulk. Okay, so now I gotta go find a digger bee. Digger. This guy, bee spawning, stone nest, gravel nest. Does he care about... Nope, he doesn't. I keep flying over there because I used to have my thing over there. Stone nest. Grab it. Give me some honey treats. Honey treats? Yeah, make me like a whole bunch of them. And then at the same time, grab me a bee cage. Perfect. Slap it down. Let's get this thing going. Okay, dense cables carry 32 channels, while the normal ones only carry 8. Correct. Hazel has an excellent short explaining channels and P2P. I agree. That man is a genius. I played with him before. The guy is so smart. It is better to use dense instead of a single small cable. Yes. You still need the normal cables to connect machines, buses, and terminals. That is also correct. Dense cables can only connect to a couple different things. Hey John, you're to help on mods 10. Run with friends. Can you help me how I'm supposed to use the trident for the Marid essence and occultism? That is incredibly specific. Give me a second to look. Did I just get a digger bee first try? I sure did. Look at us go. All right, now I just got to grab some skulk. That was way easier than I thought it'd be. Skulk. Grab one of those. Pick this guy right here. Throw this dude in here. And then we just got to go squish him. There we go. Grab him. Pick him up here. I'm going to need some eggs. Eggs. Egg. Egg. How about my chicken thing? Can that make me eggs? I think it can only make me feathers. That's actually kind of annoying. Like, it's not going to be hard to get, but it's just really annoying. I will look at that occultism thing in just a minute. My AE says there's not enough channels, so I got 32 for my assemblers, 2 sets of 8 for my patterns, 7 for my drawers. The CPU says 2 missing. Don't know how. That's funny. You might just have to run through everything and look like it. The P2P is exactly like the wireless, but has to be connected to a flux cable. That makes sense. Usually you have to use dense cables into the controller to the side of P2P. Yes, that's correct. Remember correctly, you have to throw the trident while the ritual is activating. That makes sense because there's usually those ones that you have to activate by like sacrificing something. We're going to throw those in there and grab my feathers out, dump them in here. I don't really care about any of that. What we're going to be doing, grab some soul jars. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't have enough. Okay, I want to set up patterns for all of this real quick because it's going to be really annoying to actually have to make myself. So there's that, and I fully intend to use it for other things as well. So we'll make one for the prosperity ingot. And then one for the glass. And then I should have pattern access too. Drop them in here because it doesn't really matter. And then I need 4 of these. Missing 16 soul dust. Soul dust. How am I getting that? New soul stone. Soul sand, soul stone. Run this through here real quick. A couple times actually. Throw it back in. Let me see. 16 eggs. Do I have, how many eggs do I have though? That's going to be the problem because I'm going to need to make a bunch of these. And I don't have a way to automatically get eggs. Like, you're right. I could do this first one. I could do this first one pretty easily. But what? Get in there. Thank you. All right. Then I need to take the material. That is the incubator. That is the chamber. Do I have... I don't think I have one of these specifically for this. And I don't kind of want to have like a separate one. Let me grab a centrifuge real quick. Centrifuge, one of these guys. Grindstone. Centrifuge. Powered centrifuge. And we're going to put it right there. So that way I don't have any of it mixing in with my other stuff or going into my ME system. Chicken eggs essence makes eggs. Yes, exactly. That's what we're going to work towards. So grab the skulk one, and I don't care about the rest at all. And then incubator, put the eggs in. I have to make the treat first. I think I do this, put that in there, and I do this. Wow, that's slow. Quite slow. All right, we're going to leave that running for a little bit. Let it do its thing. How did that get there? What did you just witness? Basically, I'm creating a new productive bee. You have to throw the bee in here to squish it to get its genes, basically. Its DNA. And then you take its DNA and we're combining that with an egg, which is going to make us a spawn egg 12% of the time. So it's going to potentially run through like 10 of these eggs to make that one spawn egg. But eventually it'll make it, which is what we're shooting for. Okay, everybody freaks out. Yes, you can. Notice how it went through one there? It 12% of the time, it'll make the spawn egg, but it won't use this honey treat up until it does. It'll just keep running through. So you may need a lot of eggs, but it won't ever use up the treat until it actually finishes. Hopefully that helps you and calms some fears. Because the first couple times I did that, I didn't even know what I was doing and I just did it. Apparently everybody else does it where they get it all the way up to 100%. Yeah. All right, time. And I don't know if that's just for all the mods. I don't know if it in other packs it's different, but I can tell you for sure in all the mods 10 it is. All right, Eclipse Alloy B spawn egg. I need the Eclipse Alloy, the Celeste Gem, and the Draconic. Well, I mean, that one's going to be easy, but probably less than ideal. I wonder if I can just breed them. Do Draconic bees breed? Draconic. They sure do. Throw a bee cage in. I need some speedier upgrades. Speed. Speedier. Make me 4? No. Yes, you can. You sure can. Of course you can. That's awesome. I love auto crafting too. That would have taken so long to actually craft myself. All right. Did it just freeze? Did it decide it didn't want to? We bugged. What's going on? I can't tell if that's actually doing its thing or not. We got the Skulk Bee egg though. Looks like it took 4 tries. How would you increase it? You basically squish more bees. That one's like a 12% chance. So if you wanted to increase it, you could combine another 12% chance, and then you got a 24% chance. Oh, good. No. Do you know how many times this? A lot of time. I bet you spent a lot of time getting them to 100%. Is it better to use the Chandelier type for AE or the Quantum Crafter? Probably the Quantum Crafter is a lot faster. Draconic Dust for breeding them. So not flowers. That makes sense. Draconic Dust. Or chunks. Flowering, breeding. Oh, 2 Draconic chunks? For B? There it goes. Okay, checks out. I've got an extra draconic now. I can throw these two back in where they were. Then we just got to squish them. You guys. Draconic. Draconic. Where's my new one? This guy, will have to have him grow up real quick, but... Alright, incubator, pull that out, throw those in. Draconic bee. That should be quick enough. Quantum is crazy fast. I agree. 100%. First time playing all the mods 10. Yeah. All the mods 10 is a lot of fun. If you haven't played all the mods 9 and 8, it's I feel like it's probably one of their better put together packs. 2 dust per, if you look at the tooltip, tells you at the bottom what the items are. That makes sense. Going on towards, I think I got it. Take a huge amount of time to register the ritual. Huh. Weird. No bees were harmed in the process of this episode. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no bees at all. None. Not a single bee. Not even that one. That one wasn't harmed at all. Not even a little bit. Squish bee material. Throw them in there. Let them run. I'm so confused but having so much fun. I agree. There's so much to do and so much added from like vanilla Minecraft, but I love it. It's a lot of fun. Gotta make sure nothing's blowing up at work. Nothing I need to do. It looks like everything's good. Rip bee, yeah, exactly. Oh well, what you gonna do? So I need to combine a honey treat with that guy. Add some more eggs, pull that out, threw this in there, and then because I want to, we're gonna swap these for those. There we go, draconic bee spawn egg. Actually, we're gonna pull these out, throw them in there, get the rest of the stuff out, and then I'm gonna make 4 more speedier upgrades. That way all the stuff I'm using is really fast. Nautilus shells, clearly I have that. I probably just don't have a pattern for it. That's got to be what it is. They do have some. Didn't encode a pattern for it. Toss it in there. Speedier upgrades. Speedier upgrades. There we go. For next start. Isn't that thermal generators from power on soul lava? They are thermo generators. Yes, that's what we're using as my power. From my end portal, of course, needs 11 ice vendors to start. Yeah, it does. It's unfortunate. All right, we got our speedier upgrades. Those ones are full. We'll throw them in there. Probably could put one in the centrifuge, but I don't really care enough. Ender bee. Don't know why I have, and I don't think I need. Okay, so now I have to figure out the just dire things bees, right? Because I think in order to make the time bee, I need 2 of the Celeste gem bees and 2 of the Eclipse alloy, which fortunately is all we're down to. Incredibly convenient. Celeste gem bees. How does one make? Could I have the Celeste gem trait on the bee? Celeste gem bee. Oh, a diamond bee. Void shimmer goo. I need a couple diamond bees. I can do that. I can be arranged. I can... There's one... I don't know if I have several diamond bees yet, actually. And then the Eclipse alloy bee, I'm assuming is going to be... Oh, it's the ancient bee. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. That checks out, yeah. So get 3 diamond bees. Why 3? By the way, your recent productive bee videos are insanely helpful. I never really grasped them. Oh, the video unlocked the understanding for you. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Very, very happy to help. Using extreme reactors with the smallest one. Gotcha, that makes sense. Never mind, ancient. Yes, so I need 2 ancient bees, I think, and then 2 diamond bees. So ancient bees. Okay, so I need 4 diamond bees. Lapis and ender. I know I've got the ender already put away. Let's dump that guy in here. Grab me some bee cages real quick. And then I'll grab my ender bee as well. All right. Grab all those as quickly as I can. I need ender, and I need... Where's my lapis bead? Did he get pulled in? Emerald? Experience? Okay, so this should be... Emerald bee's fine. Put him back. Experience bee's fine. I don't need the prosperity bee. I don't need the ancient bee. Did it put the lapis one back in here? Is he not in there? I did it on the wrong beehive? What am I doing? Oops. Oh, can you? Okay, well that's good. I think I may just make the diamond ones either way, just because they're, I don't know, it's not hard. I can toss that back in. Gold bee I don't need. Glowing and redstone. Alright. Toss that guy and that guy. I believe the ancient bee is just the diamond bee with a netherite block, right? Need that. Where'd my flowers go? Toss that in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really want any more? I do need to put the lapis bee back and the ender bee can stay. So there? Lapis? Yes. All right, put the lapis bee in there. I think I'm done with that for now. I think all I really have to do from here is figure out the goo situation. And two netherite blocks. We'll grab 2 netherite blocks real quick. See, netherite. Ooh. I'm getting some fun stuff too. Okay, grab those. Then all I should have to do, that be down. Oh crap, I forgot about that. Come back, come back, come back. Back. Please come back. Thank you. I gotta make him grow up first. The fact I'm watching this now and gonna watch it when it releases on YouTube too. That's funny. All right, we got that. I need to grab a whole bunch of honey treats so that these guys actually grow up. Second there, I was freaking out like, why is he so small? I was, oh, that's my fault. All right, diamond bee. 3, not quite enough honey treats. More in there, grab it. All right, fill that thing up. Diamond bee, diamond bee. So then I can place it, transform it, grab it again. Place it, transform it, grab it again. Okay, so I should have 2 diamond, 2 ancient. All I have to figure out is the goos. We squish them. We make the bee spawn eggs. We have a time bee. I do the same thing to make sure I don't miss any tips or anything. Oh, it's crazy. Well, hello from Brazil. Oh, all right. So, Celestium bee is going to be void shimmer goo. So I need 2 void shimmer goo. Void shimmer goo. All right. With those. With these. Uh-oh. That's going to be a problem here in a minute. And 2 of those. That's going to be my diamond bees. I am going to want the bee cages, so I can place that down. Change it, grab it. Place it down, change it, grab it. Okay, those 2 are good to go. Now I just have to squish them and do the rest of that. Celestium bee, pick up that. Next one, pick it up. Okay, so bee matter. Squish bee material. This part's the easy part, especially now that we've got everything like hyper accelerated. This part's going to go really quick. Breed them before squishing. Well, it's too late for that. If I decide I want them, I will. I should have. You're right, though. Yeah. Yeah. Too late. Too slow, as they say. I really should have though, because now I'm gonna have to go through and make them all again. But I will probably end up doing that either way at some point, so I'm not too concerned about it. Honey treat. I'm more concerned about the fact that I think I am out of some important things that I will need for making the next one. 2 Celestium B spawn eggs. I mean, theoretically, I could just spawn those 2 and breed them. John, you're selling, sold the bag. Okay, here, fine. I don't want to, though. I don't think I'm going to use enough of the Just Ire things to make it worth doing that. I literally could spawn them back in right now, pick them up and breed them. If I really wanted to, I could do that. Yeah, I need more Shriekers. I think I'm also completely out of Netherwart, which is probably also going to be an issue. But that's going to be an issue for 5 minutes from now, John. Right now, you think I'll regret it? Not doing it? Not setting it? I don't think I will. I honestly, I really don't. I think later on I'll do it and I'll have more stuff and it'll be easy. What's that last bee we need? So we got the time bee, spawn egg. We have everything but the Eclipse alloy bee. By the way, you did say you wanted to automate Just Ire thing coals, and the same automation would work for all the Just Ire thing materials. Yes, you're right. And I do want to do that. I mean, if you want the resources from something later on, you already have it ready and stocked. For sure. I just don't know how much I care about it right now. Eclipse alloy bee. Flip. I missed a C. Eclipse alloy B is going to be which goo? Shadow Pulse. Well, Shadow Pulse goo. Here's what we're going to do. I'm sure I'm going to have to make more of this eventually. And I'm tired of going through the whole process of needing stuff from every single one. I'm going to go through and do this, and it can tell me what I'm missing. I think I've got them all there. We'll drop them all in here real quick. Problem for future John. Exactly. I can't tell you how often in my life I have had that exact sentiment. Like, during college, especially, like, hey, I could do that assignment today, or that assignment could be a problem for future John. No. Future John is not ever present John. They're 2 completely separate people, and we shove a lot off to future John. Future John is usually pretty good about, like, when he actually needs to do something, taking care of it. Usually. I don't know. It's 50-50. Half the time, it doesn't end up being important, and half the time, it's like, man, I wish I would have done that. I'm a hardcore procrastinator, just so we're all on the same page here. I'm like a professional procrastinator. How often is future John? Yeah. Thermogenerators with blazing crystals or soul lava, you can go either one. Yes, 100%. I'm in the power generation was using since day 1, which to get an upgrade, it's too slow. This right here, thermogenerators. These are the way. 100%, these are the way. You get so much power, absurd amounts of power. Future John doesn't exist in the present, so he can't say no. Exactly. Okay, so Shadow Pulse Goo. Technically, I need 2 of them. I need the Shriekers, and I need Netherwart. How does one make Netherwart simply? Netherwart. I don't have either of those essences. Did we finish up this where I could go get the chicken stuff? It turned out, I guess I never ended up needing that many eggs. Maybe that doesn't matter as much. Soul dust can go in there, whatever. Let's just go find some Netherwart real quick. Yeah, it's still incredibly powerful. Help me out here. Where should I be going to look for Netherwart? What biomes slash locations slash, I don't know. I've got all the compasses. I just don't know really where to look. Come hang out in a bastion? Surely there's some in a bastion, right? Hey, don't hit me. That's not very nice. Wee, what's up, my guy? Ooh, like that. Oh, let's take another one of those. Little netherite ingot. Some cool stuff in there. Why is there none? There's literally none. Well, that's unfortunate. Any other ideas? I'm gonna look at chat in 2 seconds as soon as I'm not surrounded by things that are gonna kill me. Get the vibranium template since you're already there. Yeah, I could, you're right. I already have the vibranium. I just, again, haven't cared enough to do it. Brush. And then dump a few of these things in here, and then we're gonna turn that on because I'm not gonna risk dropping it. I think last time I was here, there was like 3. I'm gonna hover on real quick. Gonna take a second to reflect on my actions. Yeah. So FYI, for those of you who don't know, like I apparently didn't, it falls when you brush it. I just was worried about the actual template falling, but apparently the whole thing falls. But there's like 3 of them in this temple, so I'm not. People are worried. What, dude? Give me a minute. Okay. See, what's crazier is I even mentioned that in the video I made on how to find it. And then I immediately didn't do it. There's another one. I thought there was like 3 in here. I think they made it a lot more plentiful because it's harder to find these bastions. Okay, so we've got that now. I still didn't get any nether wart. Did we tell me where that would be to find it? Nether fortress. We're just going to a fortress. Fortress. 500 blocks. It's bad. Got it. Wee. Weaving through here. Nope, that's not where we want to go. We're getting there. You might be able to uncraft the nether wart blocks in the Crimson Forest. Oh, hey. Found some. That was convenient. We think that's enough? That's probably enough, honestly. I think it's more than what I needed. Okay, we got it. My game gets so laggy after teleporting, it's annoying. I'm sorry. Yeah, the game is just kind of laggy sometimes in general. All right, so we've got the nether wart. I need shriekers next. So let's go to there, deep dark. And then I gotta get silk touch. And conveniently, I found a few. 1. You can use diamonds on the emerald. Diamond in the emerald trader's shop. Okay, gotcha. I recommend making the Eclipse Gate wand for its gate ability. What does that do? What kind of gate are we talking? Chunk loading the places where you are teleporting helps a bit with, like, it does. That's a good point. Oh, all right. How are our gems doing? Gems. Ooh, we're getting there. We got some flawless ones building up. As well as just some good ones. I don't know any perfect ones yet. Yeah. We're getting some good ones. Heck yeah. Sweet. Okay. That's exciting. So Ancient Bee, I think now I have everything to make the Shadow Pulse Goo. Shadow. 2 of them. Add them. Make them. Start them. Got them. Then I just got to pick them back up at the end. Think. Back here. Got to squish you still. You. Pick them up. All right. Okay. So now, so many comments. I can't keep up. Mix blocks walk through temporary up to 3 by 3. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's very cool. Mix blocks disappear to chunk load. If you hit E, there's this little thing up here. Feed2B chunks claim manager. If you click on a chunk, it'll turn pink and it'll claim it for you. If you shift click on a chunk, it'll keep it force loaded for you. MS breaking when exploring. All right, so I need the B material from both of those, which we are then going to run through here. And then I need some honey treats. Actually already in there. That one going. Honey treat, there's one of them. Make sure we got eggs, toss it in. Sweet. Need the rest of those, toss this in here. Rid of all the rest of the gene samples that I don't need at all. This one in here. And we got 2. So I think we did it. I'm like 90% sure we did it. I'm B. Spawn egg. You. Got it. And then I need this. Go with it. Throw it down. Pick it up. And we should have a fully automated infinite time crystals and time fluid from that, which I'm very excited about. And then in addition to doing that, because I can, we are going to make these and make 4 of them. No, we're not. But we could. I need to teach you how to make honey blocks. I need to get some more prediction matrices in here. Grab whatever we have. And then gamma. Make it with Uber traits. I could do that. I probably will. At the moment, I'm not super concerned about it having like the best traits. What was the other thing we needed? Echo shards, that's easy. Nether stars, easy. Honey blocks, I think. Honey. Can I make honey blocks by making this and then that? I think that's how you do that. Almost positive. Throw that in there. And then is it the wrong honey fluid? I think I made the wrong one. Go back here. Honey fluid. Let's wipe that one clean real quick. Let's get rid of that honey bucket. Honey block. Is it this one? The Bumble Zone. Yeah, that's where you go to get a whole bunch of honey. It's a fantastic biome. I just need to drag in the other honey bucket. Like that. Probably. I think that's how it's going to work. Okay, that should work now. Hey John, I love your vids. Just started playing modded MC with ATM10. Feel really overwhelmed. Your videos have been a go-to for me. Made my experience a lot more fun. Cheers. I'm so glad that they help. I'm so glad. That's the whole point of me making them. Try to be helpful. The fact that it succeeds makes me very happy. Okay. Gamma. 4. Okay, we're done to just echo shards and nether stars. There's a couple of nether stars for us. If I grab what little echo shards I have, I can use some XP to duplicate. We could. Infusion criteria not met. Echo shards here. 70, 50, 50. So I need to get rid of one of these real quick. How about now? 70, 50, 100. Perfect. All right, gotta go grab some levels real quick. How did I fly that far past it? Okay, the only thing I need to do is, I think I can just take the tank upgrade out and it will stop picking it up. Then I can do this. This is all I need to do. You have a lot of liquid honey in the system. It somehow made it convert that into honey blocks. Yes, I do. And we figured it out. It's just, you have to make sure it's using the correct recipe that's using liquid honey instead of the one that like is looking for like the actual honey blocks or whatever. Takes it a little bit of time, but once we get there, it's well worth it. But that second recipe we made works correctly. Probably have enough. So I got back in there, /home. And then duplicate some echo shards real quick. I don't remember how many it said I needed. D. Gamma. Those guys for 16. I have one left over. Perfect. So now I'm just missing 8 nether stars, which hopefully is pretty close. So I got 7. Oh, I got 7 plus the 2 that were already there, so we're good to go. Have to wait for that to finish working through them all, and then we've got gamma upgrades for that one, and then we'll have plenty of time. The essence time wand. This guy, ferrocore ingots. Draw ferrocore. What is this? Iron on that shadow pill screw. I can do that easily. Iron. Grab a couple blocks of that real quick. Perfect. 9 nether stars. I can make gamma. All 4 of those. Perfect. Iron on tier 1, goo or higher, basically. Yeah, that makes sense. And that stuff's pretty easy. It makes a lot of sense to me. Go back. 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we're gonna come put those in here. I'm gonna put one of them in, and then I can take the rest out and dump the rest in. Perfect. So those should be producing resources for me a lot quicker now, which is exciting. All this is done. Grab all that. At just dire things. At just grab the wear off ferrocore. Run it through. Put it back in the system. I need a time wand. Time wand. I have a time wand now. Power is charged up. Back in here. Got time fluid already. Not a lot, but I got some. I don't even know what to use it on. What do we use it on first? I can't. Honestly, I bet probably the best idea. Beat up the thing that's making the time comes. Yes. Speed. I love it. It's making it faster than I can even pull it out. It's literally going to be wasting all of these combs. I'm going to wait for that to finish. Okay, good. Yeah. So, now we need to accelerate this guy. And then keep it full of time combs. I think that's it. Was that all of them? Yeah, okay, cool. Yay! Now we got plenty of time fluid. Sweet. All right, well, that's exciting. That was a huge step in the right direction. Honestly, I'm pumped about it. I love accelerating the draconic bees to get fast block upgrades. Yes. Yes. Once you get the what are they? The Omega upgrades? Whatever the highest tier one is. You get those in the draconic bee ones, it goes so quickly. I didn't mean to dump that in there, but that means it just put it back in here. Geez, we got like 6 buckets of that pretty quick. All right, well, we got the time wand. That's awesome. I don't even know what I want to do next. Oh, honestly, I should probably go get some dinner. That should probably be what I do next. I'm excited that the setup works though, because it's a lot more minimal, but it looks a lot better for us trying to sell our house. So I've got a plan long term to build a barn where I have like a dedicated like streaming room where I can actually like make content in there and it'll be awesome. But yeah, I'm excited. Anyways, I'm gonna go find some food. I'm gonna chill out a little bit. It's been a really long day, but thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Main source of information, legend. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. It can be used by a clicker. Yes. All right. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.